Hey everybody, little addition to the mushrooms. Yesterday I found a beautiful Dryad saddle, pheasant's back, polypore. I'm hoping the camera's focusing enough to see the pores. And I'm really new at this. And I harvested it. Well, I'm cooking some of it now. You can see, frying it up. A little olive oil. I've eaten part of it. This part here, you can't eat. That's what this is. There was 3 of them. So what I'm going to do, I don't like to waste things. What I'm going to do, see how rubbery that part is? I'm going to dehydrate it. The flavor's good. You just can't chew it. So I'm going to cut these out right here, about this area here, to where it gets tender. I'm going to slice them thin. I'm going to put them in the dehydrator. Then I'm going to grind them into mushroom powder. But I was really lucky. Finally found a Dryad saddle. This is the second one I found. I found one last year that had gone by. And anyway, it's this here. You can see the fork goes through as it cooks real easy. This part of it here, you can see that the fork goes right through it, no problem. This over here, you cannot, well you can, but I mean it's tough, this part of it. What I do is when I get to that point right there, I just cut that right off. This gets fried to be eaten. This gets fried to be eaten. This I'm going to attempt. I'll do a follow-up video, let y'all know how it came out. These are the Dryad saddles that I picked last summer, and I dehydrated them. You can see they're quite dried out. And anyway, I was gonna grind them. They were too tough to eat, the inner part of the Dryad saddle. So I ground them. I gotta set this down for just a minute. I just use this little coffee grinder when I'm grinding stuff. You can see that they ground to a nice powder to mix with the gravy, and the flavor's not bad at all. That it did work. So I would say if you get into the harder part of a mushroom that gets rubbery, like the Dryad saddle does, and you do pick one and you've got it, you dehydrated it, ground very nicely, that would mix right in and make a nice mushroom gravy. Or I'm gonna try frying a piece of venison and actually topping it with that while it's cooking. I think it'll give it a very nice flavor. Well, thank you. Please rate and subscribe.